Hello there, Brother Munro here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, and today I'm doing yet another Munro Design Yard Presents video. This time it's the Battleship, and I've swapped over to the UK rather than the US, because again, I don't want to go crazy with a battleship. So the Battlecruiser that I built was about, well, it was under 50,000 tons. I don't want the Battleship to be too much bigger. So I'm probably going to go for this modern Battleship 2. And my objective with this is, because we have the Battlecruiser, the true Battlecruiser, which has, let's go for 68. Yeah, just where it changes size. Go 68,700. Must have very long range, and it must be able to do at least 30 knots, as with all other ships in the fleet. So we have the Battlecruiser, which is fast, and it is a little bit faster than this ship with the 15-inch guns. So this thing not going to have 15-inch guns. This needs to bring something else to the table. So we're going to go with the advanced tower, and as I did with actually no, let's go with the advanced secondary tower. So this has a much larger footprint. Gonna need that further forward though. Gonna want this to be in the middle of the ship as best I can. Yeah, full weight offset 0.1%. We've got Mega Funnel 4 and we've got 2 Mega Funnel 3s. Yeah, there we go. Plenty of funnel capacity. We're going to go for diesels, as with all the other engines, all the other ships I've used, and oil, and actually naturally aspirated 98.9% engine efficiency. I'm happy that we can go with naturally aspirated boilers, and I'm going to go with the other 2 engine upgrades as well, and the crit 4. Now then, in terms of armament then, we could go for a couple of things. We could go for, but if I'm going larger than a 15, my go-to is probably going to be an 18. Now if I'm going 18, this, how big are they? I'm thinking maybe an ABX setup, as I have done with many of the other builds. It's not necessarily the best, most efficient build. I actually think 4 twin turrets is, oh yeah, standards don't fit them, do they? Enlarged? Yeah, enlarged. I actually think the twins are slightly better for the price. Just like to move you just to forward just a teeny bit. Gun, just to get that firing angle. Yeah, there. And then one of these on the back. Oh, thank you very much for the subscription, Thread Length. That is very kind of you. Thank you so much. About there. So we've got reasonably good fire arcs. It's not amazing on the B turret, but it's not bad. A and B have a more restricted arc, but X has got a pretty good field of fire. Okay. 6-inch guns, I think, again, they seem to work quite well for the Battlecruiser. I could put them here as well, but they have a terrible field of fire, so I'm not going to bother. In fact, this is going to be very, very similar to the Battlecruiser. The secondary armament is going to have an extra 4-inch gun there. And again, we'll go for those 2-inch, really? Error shoot part. Okay, don't know what that means. I have noticed there's a lot of slowdown when you use this particular superstructure hull combo. Don't know why that is. And it's not my system, which I'm keeping an eye on. Yeah, it just doesn't want to fit them there. Maybe because that 4-inch gun is in the way or something? Very strange. Anyway, we can't fit guns there, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. So we have a secondary armament. Right, let's get to doing the rest of the ship. Obviously, these are flagships and things that are going to need a radio. We're going to need radar. We're going to need rangefinders. Equip them with a hydrophone just in case. In terms of propellant, our flash fire chances at the moment is enormous. So we're going to go with tube powder standard shells, I think. Get that, but okay, it's 4% flash fire chance. I can live with that. We need some form of anti-torpedo protection. That's not very much, especially for a battleship, but we need a little bit. Reinforce those bulkheads. And getting an anti-flutter system. Many bulkheads would make me feel a bit better. And I'm prepared to have a bit more displacement spent on this because battleships by default come with reasonable armour already. Particularly if you can get the belt armour up to 12-inch. There we go. So, in terms of up-armouring this thing, yeah, we'd be okay at 10,000 metres from our own guns for deck pens. Not so much for belt. We'd have to be, yeah, belt. Belt is looking a little bit on the weak side. Could I go up to a 14.7? That's a bit of a push. But, oh, really? But I'd like to be able to do that. Okay, that's fine. 14.7. We still have 700 tons. Probably up to 15. 15.75. Oh, lovely. So it matches the turrets. So the turrets in the main belt have the same armour thickness. And then we've got a couple of 100 tons. Turret top to 6 inches would be nice, but I think that's going to be a stretch, yeah. I mean, the tower could use armouring up as well, of course. Yeah, tower armour. Okay, maybe not the tower armour. Go 15 on the tower. Would like more on that turret top. 55.3. No way I'm going to get more deck or deck extended. 6-inch on the secondaries is more than enough. Let me just armour up the tower. Okay. Price, 161 million. That seems about right to me for a battleship. Yeah. Try rotating the 4-inch guns to fiddle with the 2-inch guns. Okay, I'll try that. They look better when they're facing rearwards anyway. Yeah, that would let me fit them. Thank you. But I'm obviously up at my weight limit now, so I'm not going to. Sorry, I'm not reading the chat fast enough. Oh, crap. I didn't change this. You're right. Autoloaders. We need autoloaders, and we need advanced hydraulic turrets. Oh, crap. Means I need to drop 5%. Thank you very much for the follow there, Dirty Monkey Man. Crud. Okay, that makes things very awkward. Because now I'm way overweight. That was stupid of me. That was really stupid of me. Thank you so much for putting that in the chat. We might have to go with a standard bulkheads then. Which saves us quite a lot actually, 3%. Might have to lighten the armour up as well. Let's go back to 14.7. Okay, we're in the right kind of realm. You know what? I'd like the secondary armour a Lighten the secondaries just a tad. 5-inch. That's not making the difference I thought it would. No, something else needs to change. Can't lose any speed. Don't really want to reduce the torpedo protection too much. Another option, of course, is going with high TNT explosives, which would save us a little bit, but it doesn't do that much. See, this is what I like. It's like, yeah, tricky stuff. What can we lose, realistically speaking? No. I'm not gonna. Don't want to go down to 16-inch because we already have a ship equipped with 15-inch guns. That's more than capable of delivering them. Could drop the hydrophone, but that doesn't save much. Could go with semi-autos, but that doesn't save much. Could go with light shells, doesn't save much. Regular hydraulic turrets. Ooh. Regular hydraulics gets us pretty close. Gonna be a slow ship to turn and fire those guns. Now I think just dropping the secondary armor will get us under. Yeah, well, no, that's too much. No, it's not. 3 inch. 3 inches of armor on the secondary guns. It's fine. Yeah. Let's go with this. Okay, so the reason I'm not using long range is because part of the Munro Design Yard series, this is the first one you've seen, is all ships, all of them have to be very long range, and all of them have to be able to do 30 knots. The point being that the ships are designed to operate together, so all the ships can keep up with each other, basically. And they're designed to work. Interoperability, that's the word I'm looking for. Cost has ballooned a bit with these changes, and we're up to 164.5-ish million, which is okay. Yeah, we're going to go with this. Why does nobody ever use 17-inch guns? I don't know, actually. So I run on a rule of 3. I've done a video on it, actually. But for me, it's the 3. So 9, 12, 15, 18. And if they were 21-inch guns, I would use them. I tend not to use... So, like, for me, a 16 is just like a slightly better 15-inch gun, but you go down a mark of tech. There's no point using a 16-inch gun. And for me, moving to a 17-inch doesn't give you that much, but going all the way up to an 18 does. Because, like, you're talking about going from 898 damage to 1,200. Like, it's significant, the damage upgrade. Right, let's go. See what the Japanese brought. 17 is an ugly number. Well, that's one way of looking at it. Okay. Oh boy. That's a lot of turrets. 5. A Q B X Y. I don't know quite what you would call that turret, because it's not a true B turret, because it's not a super firing one. Oh boy. Okay. Let's have a quick look at her. 19-inch guns. Holy 15 19-inch guns. Okay, so if we manage this, it'll be a miracle. Curious to see what her price is. She is actually quite the looker from that angle. Quite like that. Okay. A2, B, XY? Yeah, possibly. Looks like I'm outgunned. Yes, I am outgunned. But what I'm curious to see is what kind of armor that ship has. And how accurate she is as well. This is the risky bit where we're going on a turn. We'll see if we can manage it. We scored a hit, but it was a partial pen. Mind you, it was on the belt, which at this range, yeah, probably it's not going to be much. They are quite accurate at the moment. Oh my word. We've scored 2 hits, they've scored 4. But ours have actually done damage, and theirs have not. Oh, 10-ish% chance to hit. Ow! Nearly 200 damage per shell there, did she have? So we can get the... start firing without too much risk, but... come on, we need hits back. Ow. That was a hit. At least I need to identify this behemoth. Ow. Sometimes the AI just... oh, ammo detonation. Although it was a small one, so it must have been a secondary gun. Put her aim off, though. Yeah, the rear gun is firing. So we can fire 6 guns at this angle. 72%, 73%. Need that ID. Know what we're up against. 15% chance to hit. Flooding hit. To give us an idea of what kind of bulkhead she's running. And that's pretty minimal flooding, so I'm thinking she's running standard plus. God. Another flooding hit. On 98, 99, 100%. That's her ID. The Hiryu. No, minimum bulkheads. Wow, okay. Minimum bulkheads. 19-inch light TNT shells. Interesting. Very interesting. Slower than us. Not... armor is similar, I'd say. Interesting. Cost 230 million. Holy moly! Okay, so we're definitely outclassed. I mean, at that kind of cost, 16, call it 4 times. Yeah. We could build 3 of these ships for their 2, which could be interesting. What kind of second round have we got? 7s, which are opening fire. Let's stick another hit. What's their anchor? So like 21 to our 26. No, not like that. 28 hits to our 14. British Yamato. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, very much. Oh my word. Very much kind of in that vein. Sometimes the AI just must know it's Tuesday. It's like, haha, you're recording Taskmaster. Well, I'm not. So there's no need for this ridiculous nonsense. Flooding hit. I'll point out we've taken quite the battering from 19-inch guns, which is an interesting test for this ship. Really not designed to go up against something this far past it. And we have taken 36 hits from 19-inch guns so far. Which is quite a lot. Ow. All the engines out. I'm pretty much just hoping for a lucky hit at this point. Mind you, they're flooding down, which is pretty bad. They've lost an engine. Jesus Christ. This shows you how much damage a ship like this can actually take, even with standard bulk hits. It'll still be effective, cause another flooding hit on the Hiryu. Like, oof. We're suffering, but yeah, maybe a draw. Hey, a draw would be a serious victory. I mean, they're in another price league to us. Like, seriously, they're way out. Another flooding hit on them. Ooh, this is going to be close. 8% to our 14. No, we need to get another flooding hit. See, now they've got a 50% chance to hit us. Well, mind you, 40% to hit them back. This is mutually assured battleship destruction right here. Come on, hit them. Oh my god, we got them! Well, there you go. I think that's a very successful test indeed. $230 million worth of enemy battleship to the bottom, and we are fine. Yes, please. What a ship. What a ship! Okay, that did something that I was not expecting it to be able to do. Yeah, a 2v3, which is what that would be if you factored cost in. That would be interesting. So there we go. Munro Design Yarns Battleship Mark II, which I'm much happier with than the Mark I, which I think was undergunned and too expensive. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, I think we've got time for just a little bit more. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute, and for those of you on YouTube, I'll see you again soon.